Hong Kong's international airport has reopened after violent clashes between protesters and police Tuesday. The government getting an injunction forbidding protesters to block access after the airport was shut down for a second day.
Hundreds of flights were canceled, stranding frustrated passengers.
All they know is they're angry, and nobody's listening.
10 weeks of protests have shaken the city. What began as protests of a law allowing criminal extraditions to China has escalated in massive calls for more democracy. Beijing-appointed leader Carrie Lam issuing a plea for the protests to stop, saying protesters are putting the city on the path of no return. The fear is a crackdown by mainland China. Chinese leaders accuse the protesters of carrying out terrorist attacks. Anti-riot police and military trucks are carrying out exercises in a city near the border. And satellite photos spotted these military vehicles assembled in a stadium across the harbor. All this as the Trump administration is engaged in a trade war with China. U.S. markets responded positively Tuesday after the president backed off threats to impose tariffs on some Chinese goods in September. Products including smartphones, laptops, video games, even Bibles will stay tariff-free until December for the Christmas shopping season. While some fear the ongoing trade war could hurt the U.S. economy, Vice President Pence's chief of staff, Mark Short, said on CBN's Faith Nation program, the administration does not fear economic blowback.
On the trade front, the reality is that we don't see a recession. We do think that for decades, presidents and Republicans and Democrats alike have assumed if we trade with China, then you'll see other freedom reforms that happen. The reality is that it remains a communist regime that continues to persecute Christians. It's a communist regime that continues to steal intellectual property, that doesn't honor its trade deals. And this administration has decided it's about time that somebody stood up and began to change the dynamic.
If the Chinese do crack down on Hong Kong, it's likely to deliver a serious blow to the U.S.-China relationship. President Trump has said he hopes it resolves peacefully.
I hope it works out peacefully. Hope nobody gets hurt. I hope nobody gets killed.
But later he said in a tweet that Chinese forces are building up near the border, but urging everyone to be calm.
Meanwhile, China is pushing back at criticism by U.S. lawmakers, telling them to mind their own business and suggesting that the U.S. has had a hand in the protests. Charlene Aaron, CBN News.